All right, PNGers, open up that fun kit. You'll see that you have a lot of Ziploc bags, but don't fret. There is a key in there that will tell you what each Ziploc bag contains. So for this fossil dough, you're going to need the instant coffee, the flour, and the salt. First, you're going to mix the dry ingredients, the coffee, the flour, the salt. Put that aside. Then you're going to take that instant coffee and mix it up in about 3/4 cup water. And you don't need to heat up the water. It should absorb into the water pretty well on its own. Mix it up just a little bit. Now mix up your dry ingredients and pour just a little bit of the coffee in there. You want to make sure you don't get it too wet. You don't want it sticky and tacky. After you form that nice dough ball, you're gonna lay out some wax paper and you're going to divide that dough ball into 4 separate pieces. Each one of those pieces is gonna become a mold. Now, if you roll it in your hands like this, you'll get a pretty good ball. Don't press too hard. You're gonna wanna do that for each one of those dough balls. Then you'll flatten each one, making a nice little patty. Try to get the top as flat as you can so you can have a nice flat surface to make your mold. Now comes the fun part. Select 4 objects. Try to find some fun natural objects like shells or twigs. I have a nice bivalve fossil right there, a nice conch shell. And then I've got a succulent and some pine leaves. Now you're going to press your object into the patty. Do it pretty lightly. Don't put it in there too far. It'll be hard to get out. You might also press down to the bottom of the dough. You don't want to break your dough. If you have a flat object like those pine needles, you might have to press a little harder. Now very gently take out your objects. Look at that. That's a nice impression. Oh, look at that one. I think that's what we're going to use to make our plaster cast later. Now let these dry overnight because they need to be dry before you do your plaster cast.